Washington State just banned the sale of most assault weapons, and one of the most affordable electric cars is coming off the market. I'm Jeff Pierre, and this is The 7 from The Washington Post. It's Wednesday, April 26th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. First up, Ukraine is getting ready for its next major assault against Russian forces. It's identified 6 fighting units that will spearhead attempts to retake areas occupied by Russia. One high-profile unit, the Azov Brigade, is racing to recruit 6,500 troops ahead of the expected offensive. This spring fighting season will be crucial, especially after months of largely static front lines. But Ukraine needs more soldiers. It's taken some heavy losses since the start of the war. Number 2. The mastermind of a deadly 2021 attack in Afghanistan was killed. A suicide bomb was detonated next to Kabul's airport while the U.S. was evacuating from Afghanistan back in August of 2021. Around 170 Afghans and 13 American troops were killed. The U.S. said yesterday that the suspected planner of the attack was killed by the Taliban recently. He was identified as a leader of an Islamic State affiliate group. Number 3. Washington State just banned the sales of assault weapons. The ban includes the AR-15, which has been used in some of the nation's deadliest mass shootings. It also banned equipment that can turn weapons into assault-style firearms. There have been 170 mass shootings so far this year. That's according to the Gun Violence Archive, and Washington is the 10th state to generally ban assault weapons. Number 4. Activist, actor, and singer Harry Belafonte died yesterday. He was 96. Belafonte was born to Jamaican immigrants. He grew up in poverty and Depression-era Harlem and became a major Black crossover success in popular music. He rose to fame in 1956 with his album Calypso, which includes the Banana Boat song that we've just played for you. He went on to spend 5 decades as a barrier-breaking movie, TV, and stage star. But his deeper legacy was as an activist. Belafonte was a key ally of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. He used his entertainment fortune to help bankroll the civil rights movement in the United States, as well as human rights causes all across the world. Belafonte also leveraged his Hollywood friendships. One prominent example, he brought Marlon Brando, Paul Newman, and Tony Bennett to the 1963 March on Washington, where King delivered his I Have a Dream speech. It was a critical show of white support that helped make King's address even more universally appealing. Number 5. California's historic snowpack could start melting rapidly this week. A potentially record-breaking heat wave is on the way, which could cause some problems. Because of all the snow that fell in the Sierra Nevada this winter, an enormous amount of water is expected to flow into rivers and streams over the spring and summer. But if that happens too fast, it could cause major flooding. California's Central Valley is particularly at risk. That's where a quarter of the nation's food is produced. The southern part of the valley is especially prone to flooding, and its flood systems are underprepared. General Motors will stop making one of the most affordable electric vehicles on the market. That's story number 6. It's discontinuing the popular Chevy Bolt EV and the slightly larger Bolt EUV later this year. The Bolt is one of the few electric vehicles available in the U.S. for under $30,000. Yesterday's announcement wasn't entirely unexpected because the Bolt runs on an older type of battery. Without the Bolt, most of GM's other EVs will be larger and pricier. And at number 7, WhatsApp just added a feature that people have wanted for a while. You'll be able to access the same account across multiple cell phones. People will be able to pair up to 4 devices, so you can look at your messages on home and work phones. WhatsApp said yesterday that the feature will roll out in the coming weeks. And just like that, you are all caught up. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the show. While you're doing that, you can rate the show on Spotify, and if you're listening on Apple, you can leave us a review. We love hearing from you. I'm Jeff Pierre. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.